So, you're looking for a dog trainer here in Billings. That's a great first step. Let's break down exactly how to find the right person for you and your dog, so you can start building that happier, easier relationship you're looking for. Just picture it for a second. A nice, calm walk along the Yellowstone River. Your dog trotting happily right beside you. No pulling, no stress. That's not a dream. It's totally achievable, and it all starts with getting the right help. So where do we even begin? Well, before we start Googling trainers, it's a really good idea to figure out what you actually want to achieve. Knowing your goals right from the start makes everything else so much easier. Okay, take a moment and really think about it. What is the number one thing you wish was different? Is it the jumping, the barking, the leash pulling? Just pinpointing that one main thing gives you a clear starting line. And chances are, whatever you're dealing with is pretty common. Trainers work on all sorts of things, from the basics like puppy skills and obedience to more specific challenges like pulling on the leash, getting anxious when you leave, or even reactivity toward other dogs. See if your goal fits into one of these categories. Next up, you gotta think about what actually fits into your life. The way the training happens can make a huge difference in whether you stick with it and see results. Let's break down the two main choices you'll see. Group classes, they're fantastic for learning general manners and getting your dog used to focusing on you when other dogs are around. Plus, they're usually easier on the wallet. Then you have private lessons. These are perfect for tackling issues that happen right in your own home, like going nuts when the doorbell rings. They're tailored just for you and your dog, so you often see quicker results on those specific problems. All right, so you've got your goals, you know the format you're leaning towards. Now it's time for the big one, finding a trainer who uses methods you feel good about. You know, the method that's really become the standard for modern, effective training is positive reinforcement. It's all about rewarding the behavior you want to see with something your dog loves, whether that's a treat, a favorite toy, or just some happy praise. It's humane, it's backed by science, and honestly, it just makes learning fun for your dog and strengthens your bond. Now, here's something you should know. The dog training world isn't really regulated, not here in Montana or in most places. So how do you know who's who? Well, looking for credentials is a really great shortcut. It shows a trainer has taken the time and effort to get educated and stay up to date on what works. You're going to see a bunch of letters after trainers' names, and it can look like alphabet soup, right? Don't worry, something like CPDTK just means they've passed a big test on their training knowledge. Others, like from the IABC, mean they specialize in tougher behavior stuff like fear or aggression. The main takeaway is that they've been certified by a legitimate third-party organization. Okay, so you've found a few trainers who look promising, they've got some good credentials. Now it's time to actually talk to them to see if it's a good fit. And a big part of that is, of course, the cost. Just to give you a ballpark idea, for a single private lesson here in the Billings area, you can expect to see prices somewhere in that $100 to $175 range. That can help you set a realistic budget for that one-on-one attention. And here's a wider look at what you might expect to pay for different kinds of training here in Yellowstone County. As you can see, a set of group classes is usually the most affordable option. On the other end, something like a board and train where your dog lives with the trainer is a much bigger investment. Those in-home packages often hit a nice sweet spot in the middle. So when you actually get a potential trainer on the phone, what should you ask? Here are 5 key questions. You definitely want to hear them talk about positive methods. Ask about their credentials and how they keep learning. And you want to know how they'll make the plan work for your specific dog and your lifestyle, how you'll both track progress, and of course, what the final price tag is going to be. Because training isn't just for your living room, right? The real goal is to get out there and enjoy Billings with your dog. So let's talk about some great local spots to put those new skills to the test. Pioneer Park's Dog Park? Yeah, that's a perfect spot to start working on your dog's recall. You know, coming back when you call them. The fenced areas give you a safe space to practice that skill without worrying about them running off. Now, for that next step, head over to the Yellowstone River Trail. This is where you can really work on keeping your dog's attention on you, even when there are bikes, joggers, and other families walking by. It's the perfect real-world practice for your leash walking. And when you're ready for a real-world test, Four Dances is fantastic. The trails there have all kinds of natural distractions, from other hikers to all the interesting smells of wildlife. It's a great place to really solidify those polite leash manners. And finally, just a quick reminder on a few of the local rules that every dog owner in Billings should know. Remember, your dog needs to be on a leash pretty much everywhere in public, unless you're in a designated dog park. They also need a city license once they're over 6 months old, and you'll need proof of a rabies vaccine for that. Good training also goes a long way in making sure you have a quiet, happy neighbor. Look, investing in good training isn't just about stopping some annoying habits. It's about opening up your world so you can enjoy everything Billings has to offer together. It means relaxing when friends come over, enjoying the trails without worry, and just having a wonderful companion. Here's to many happy adventures with your dog.